Hello Gundam fans, Mobile Suit 0302 here with a review on the 1-100 Master Grade 007 Swords model. This guy looks pretty good, I'll say, without all of his weapons on. He's got some nice blue here on the knee pads and the chest, a little bit on the wrist there, the classic Gundam white, red, yellow, and then the inner frame is gray. I love the way they did the GN drives on his shoulders in this one, because you can see a lot of green in there if you get it just right. And the cool thing about this kit is that you can plug in an LED into the chest so that it lights up the head and into each of the GN drives. And as soon as my LED lights get here, I will be doing that with this model, so I'll send up a little video maybe explaining a little bit about the LEDs and all that, because I have a couple of kits that will work with those. But anyways, let's just jump right into this guy. So the head is going to move not forwards and back again, but it will rotate 360. It'll go up about that far. It'll come down about that far. And then onto the shoulders. Oops. Sometimes these pieces come off, the shoulder pads, but that's just the way of the design. If you move the GN drives out of the way, the shoulders will come up about that far. They won't rotate because of the twin shoulder drives. They'll go back about that far. If you move the arm out a little bit, you can get it to rotate 360, which is kind of nice. But it'll rotate again below the shoulder. It'll go out about that far, so you can get it up pretty high. Two joints in the elbow there. You can get a lot of movement there, but it kind of is blocked by that shoulder piece. Continuing on down, we've got this wrist joint here. Goes about that far that way and that far the other way. There is a bit of a back bend in this arm, quite a bit actually. Not as much as the other kit, but you can see you can still have him break his arm. It's coming back down to the wrist. It's just a peg, so it'll rotate 360. This joint here will let it go that way and that way. It will pop out if you move it too much, but you can have him go that way. Do the stretches on the wall again like the other 00 Quanta kit. And then it can come in about that much. On down from the shoulders, you've got a joint here which can have him rotate a little bit. His chest will move up and down at two joints. Really nice. And he will rotate 360. You just have to fight it with him. Oh no! Side skirts do pop off. They're the same idea as the 00 Quanta, even though they look a little bit different. These, of course, will wiggle a little bit. The front crotch piece will go about the same as the 00 Quanta. This back piece here will go up and down. And you do get two very nicely molded GN beam sabers on his butt. They kind of remind me of tails, just two little tails. And those will go like that. And then they'll just store down there. The legs go pretty much as far out as you want. The 00 kits, especially the blue Gundams, whoops, kicked the camera. Especially the blue Gundams. Setsunas, all the ones Setsuna pilots can normally do the splits. They can go pretty far. Other than that, rotate completely below the hip. You can get it to go about that far back, which is not a lot considering this back plate there. Get it to go about that far forward. Two joints. Again, there's that huge knee piece there. This little armor piece slides in and out, which is really nice. I love that. You've also got this little piece here that moves a little, and it is known to pop out, so be careful with it. Don't flick it like I just did. Continuing on down, we've got the same ankle joints as the 00 Quanta. Forwards and back, side to side, at the ankle there. And then the toes can move up and down. On to the twin drives. You've got nice, I love the way those thrusters look in the back there. They just look so pretty. You also have this little piece that you can take off or slide down to plug in the O-riser, which is nice. I love that they give you that option on this kit. The GN drives will move a little bit there at the backpack, if you can see that. They will go up and down a little bit, and then the GN drives can swivel from the front to the back and then go up about that much. Whoops, if you can see it. So let's just get a front view here. They'll go forwards and backwards, both of them will, and then they'll go up and down like that. And you have this little locking piece. If you move it up like that and then slide that there, that little gray peg there, it'll lock it in place. Alright, so let's get started on some of the accessories. First of all, you're going to get his long sword. I believe this is the GN Sword 3? Maybe. It's one of the GNs, one of Setsuna's GN swords. But the cool thing with this is that you get two of them. The long sword and the short sword. And you'll see that you got this black wire here. This short sword can actually come out and form this little rope knife thing on the end of it that he can swing. Both of these swords are the same design. One's just a little bit longer blade than the other. However, the GN the long sword here has this little handle you can pop out. And that's going to come into play when I show you what you can do with these things. So both of them can do this. It's just the longsword that has that handle. But what you do is you pop this blue piece down here. And then you take this piece inside the handle. Pop that down. Remove the blade. Rotate it a little bit. Pop that out. And you've got a little gun that he can hold and shoot. That's pretty cool. I love the way the transformation is. It's nice and easy. It does pop out. I wish it would rotate like the GN Sword 5 of the 00 Quanta. But it's still a pretty nice transformation. Pretty simple and easy. Just move that guy back there, and he's back to a sword. Now the cool thing with these guys is that you can store them on the 00 Quanta. They've got two. He's got one on each side skirt. Those little gray pieces there, and basically all they do is just clip right in there where that circle is, and he holds them pretty nicely. But for this one, it's just too wonderful not to put in the hand with that lovely black wire that sends the tip of this thing out. So we're gonna have him hold it. And his arm is going to pop off, because this is a review and things won't go my way, of course. Thank you, 00. Moving on from that, we have the two GN guitars. These things are pretty nice. I've got to say, I love the clear green on the edge of here for the knife part. It just looks beautiful. A little bit of panel lining to do on the entire kit, and after a while, with all the weapons, it does get a little bit tedious, but it's worth it in the end, as you can see. These, even simpler transformation. All you do is pull that little gray piece out, and you can hold them. But I think they look much better stored on the body. A little bit of stuff in my throat, sorry. Anyways, much better on the body. They've got these two nubs here on the kneecaps. All you do, plug it in, and you can rotate it, twist it, however you want. Give you a little side view there. So it kind of looks like thrusters. A little bit, kind of. It looks like it. They're not thrusters as far as I know, but anyways. Next off, I will show the GN Blaster Bazooka. This may have a number. I probably should have gotten out the instruction book and found the names. I'll put little annotations for the weapons. How about that? This guy is pretty cool. nice, huge, clear green blade in here, which I'm assuming he can hold like this and use it as another sword. So really, he's the 008 swords. But, very simple transformation with this guy again. All you do, remove that handle just like the GN swords. And he holds it like this, a little peg in here to clip on to the bottom of that elbow armor there. And it's very easy to hold it. But when he's holding it, he kind of looks naked on the shoulder. So what I like to do is take this unique piece here. It's almost similar to the pieces that the swords mount into, but it gives you room to do this. Flip that long handle down there, flip the other one inside like that, and basically all you're going to do is clip it on. You can have it either way. I like this blue piece out here just because it looks better than that empty piece there. I think it shows you to do that in the manual too, just because it does look nicer. The last accessory you're going to get with this guy is this monstrosity. The GN Buster Sword 4, I believe? It may have a number, but it is the GN Buster Sword, I know that much. This thing is not in its shoulder mode, this is in condensed mode, I guess you would call it. Because it does have a lot of moving parts. Basically, how you get it into sword mode is all you do, take the handle and pull it out. And you know what? I'm going to actually save this for the next time. Because I'm already 11 minutes. So stay tuned to part 2 of this guy.